Is that a breakup?
I think we have a situation right here.
On the Feeling Station.
Welcome to the bonus episode of the Feeling Station. I'm not going to bother with the whole intro because you know exactly where this is coming from. So, Masimba, tell me about what happened afterwards because you hit me up with some really interesting lessons that I will read. First one about the bonus episodes, that money is a personality trait.
Yep.
Secondly, if he or she likes you, don't take it for granted.
Yep.
And last but not least, even if he or she is not yours and you're enjoying your turn, please stay safe.
Right.
Shoot.
Cool. So I actually have names also for these madams.
Right, let's
And
hear
one
them.
of them is, I'm actually going to hand you my phone. Oh yeah, listeners, by the way, this is live. So I'm handing him my phone
Okay.
for him to see what dating in Harare
Is like. Okay. Let's have this, brother.
This is an actual, what you call it? What's the word? Live conversation.
Yes.
This is not screenshots.
No.
Right. Her name. Let me check her name first. Hold on. I did save her name. Her name is Lily. So we're gonna talk about Lily,
Yes.
Yellow Bitch, Church Mouse, aka Mousy,
Church mouse.
yeah, and Massy. Right.
Let's
Those
go.
four. We're gonna go through these very quickly.
Yep.
So I'm literally going to a conversation
Yep.
with Lily.
Right.
Let's see if her profile. Okay, no, it's her profile picture is a damn celebrity. That's stupid.
She's playing smart.
Stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, conversation. She goes, hey. And then you go, hey, boo. Thank you for your message. We're unavailable right now, but we'll respond as soon as possible.
What's up, business?
Okay, gotcha. And then you say, okay. And then she replies, how's you, baby? You need to fix my nails. So she's telling you need to fix my nails. Wow.
Somehow,
Bro.
a girl I met out on one night says because I took her home and I didn't do anything with her, she says I need to do her nails.
Mud. And this is within 1 minute. Like all of these messages are 1 minute. Okay?
You ain't done nothing.
She then goes, yes, I'm okay. You, and then you type, I'm okay, still on errands. And then you're like, yes, I need to do the nails. Interesting.
And the nerve of this girl, if you scroll down, she
then
sends
goes-
me her freaking nail text number.
She goes, lovely, hey, I need a favor. We need to be dropped off at Huku. Me and my friends were craving for bride meat. And then you like, hey, hon, sorry, I was actually asleep. I'm not feeling good at all. And then we go into the next day. And then you type, to think I just recovered. What a wasted day. And she goes, good morning.
Point. She didn't care that I was not feeling well.
Absolutely no mention of it.
No.
Zero.
None. Carry on.
And then you go, hey, I'm much better now, but yesterday I really did get significantly worse. I hope you guys managed to get your meat. She goes, yes, we did. Again, no mention about
Who it was? Who did it?
So you then go, I'm thankful. Who's your nail tech? Bam. Contact details for the nail tech. And you're
Dumb.
like, coolies.
What a dumbass.
And then she goes, so when are you taking me there? And then you go, all depends on when I get paid. Then she goes, okay, baby, what are you up to? You go, work as usual. The stress of it all sucks. We go into the third day.
And point. I'm trying to get her to get interested in what I do.
There is zero engagement.
Zero. All she wants is just what she wants to take.
Zero engagement.
Keep going.
So then she sends some video and then you're like, it's ridiculous. And then you're like, yeah, the ugly part is also makeup. And then she goes, lol, it transforms. We're into the next day. You go, hey, hun, no response. Absolutely none. Go into the following day. She goes, and this is at 6 p.m.
By the way,
End of the day.
Sorry, listeners, I am not choreographing this.
No.
Tinto has my phone.
No, I genuinely do. I wish they could see this on video. and then it goes, next following day, 6 p.m. end of the day, she goes, hey, what's up? Where are you? And you say, hey, love, I'm home. What's up? Nothing much. I'm also home in Belvedere, but I want to go to my friend's place. I'm bored at home. Can you come over? And you say, same friend in town? And she goes, yeah, at the flat in town.
The one where I dropped her the first time.
Gotcha. And then you reply, so you'd like me to pick you up and take you there and then leave you there for the night, right? And she goes, I've been sick all along. I have a serious fever and chest pains. Sounds a bit dramatic, but and then she goes, yes, you can pick me up later if you want, or sleep at your is that your or our house?
At your house.
Okay, sleep. That acronym, you are.
I hate girls that.
Jeez.
Red flag number one. If you don't text in full English, fuck off. Anyway.
And then I got the call from Nyanga. And then you should have been going anywhere, love. Why can't you stay at home regardless of boredom? Then she goes, I'm good now.
It's Tinto dying for me right now.
Bro, this is freaking 4 minutes later. I'm good now. I miss my friends. Okay, at least send your location. And then she goes, I don't have data. We'll just direct you. And then there are voice notes. Can I play those or should I not? Well,
you can. I don't know if they'll be audible.
Okay, cool. Fine. The inconsequential, I guess. Then she goes, did you understand? And you're like, yeah. And then you send something, can you afford this? So what, this is some car thing?
Go through it. It's an app. You open it.
So this app is...
It's called Windy.
Okay.
Shout out to Windy. I like these guys. They're amazing.
Nice. Okay, so they're talking about prices for a trip. And then she responds, I'm downloading. And she goes, what's that? And you reply, it's a better option, Windy. Okay. And then she goes, what's that? I don't know, that application. And then you
Pause.
reply,
If you don't know Windy or Vaya in Harare, what the fuck? Like what? Okay, I feel like you would know that it's an app.
Right, gotcha.
Yeah.
So she's like, I don't know, and then you go, don't worry, I'll order from my end. And then she goes, so are you going to pay the person as well? And then you remind her, my question was, can you not afford $4? And she goes, I don't have it now. I'm broke. And you're like, okay. And she goes, I used my money for meds. But I thought you were cool, blood. Like, you've recovered. You're now okay. So what meds are you talking about, love?
My point exactly.
And then you reply,
dude. $4.
Understood. And then you sent another screenshot. She goes, what's this again? And I'm like, I'm making an order for a cab to come and get you. And she goes, okay, thank you. They'll collect the fare from you. It will take how many minutes? And you're like, yeah, it's my driver. Just be ready in 5 minutes. And she's like, I'm already ready. And then you write, great. He's on his way and he'll call when he's at the gate. Wait a minute.
There we go.
Bro.
That is the discrepancy.
There is absolutely nothing. For... Wait, I gotta count this. How many days?
I want you to see this.
So that's 31 March.
Let me show you.
20, 29,
Let
30,
me show you.
30.
I'm showing it to you.
Yo.
Look at this. Just look at that. Look at that. Tell the audience what you're seeing right now.
Haibo. Your message got delivered on the 26th of March and it was read on the 4th of April.
And guess when she decided to text me?
She texted you back on the 4th of April. Where the hell was she? Mud! Then she responds again another 2 weeks later. And she...
Harare!
So what the hell was happening in those blank days?
Absolutely nothing. I called her on a bluff. This is a girl that just wanted a minister of transport, essentially.
Mud!
Minister of transport. That's actually something I wanted to say about one of the rules. I actually didn't mention the rules.
Yeah.
Let me mention the rules now, actually. The rules of dating in Harare. Money is a personality trait.
No, we went through them. I call them lessons, but they're no lessons, they're rules.
It's rules. Yeah, it's not lessons.
Yeah, money is a personality trait.
Money is a personality trait. This girl was just concerned about what I could do for her, not who I could be for her. That's it.
Mud. That is very clear.
That's Lily. That's Lily.
Next up, yellow bitch.
Yellow bitch. I got the text right here, bro. I don't even need to go anywhere.
Why do you still have these messages?
To prove a point.
And to remind yourself.
Yep. This is to prove a point and to remind myself that this ain't it. Right. Where is it? I'm going through. Hold on. Okay, so the background with yellow bitch. Shit. I like quoting a yellow bitch. But the background is that this is typically your Instagram slay, your Instagram baddie.
Right.
Right. This is the girl who has more than 10K followers type vibe. And she is about that life. And my dumbass decided to try and pull a Mac because he's like, you know what? I might be able to actually bag this girl. But well, that didn't work out so well. Where's that chat? Oh my God. Why am I not seeing it?
Did you delete it, mate?
No, I didn't. I made sure I did not delete this. Why is it not showing? Dude, please tell me that I am getting there. Okay, I might have to actually tell you about this. But, okay. This is the chat.
Yeah.
I'll show you the chat. But
okay.
So the funny story about this one is one of my friends who actually has money, right? Said this girl is being very audacious to ask you for that amount of money.
She was asking for big money.
This girl gave me a figure to date her.
What?
I got a freaking quotation to date this chick.
How much was she asking for?
Guess.
I don't know.
Just for dramatic effects. Just guess.
$500?
I'll give you one more.
$1,000.
20,000 rands. My man, I was given a quotation.
And this is to date you for how long?
Until somebody else comes with a better figure. Duh. Like, what do you think? Like, is it one of those things like forever after? Nah, it's until if I can bump it up, then yeah, maybe she'll stay. But then one of my friends said, girls are not that much. This is one of my, he's not in the streets, but he's moneyed up enough to know what the streets are about. And he said, a girl like that, dude, if you give her 5K or less, she'd be your bitch.
The sad thing is the commoditization of people. You know, the commoditization of their worth.
Yeah, that's it. And what's weird to me is my friend said the reason she probably gave you that amount is to see if you're serious or to chase you or to scare you away or whatever. If you were somebody serious, you'd have probably given her less, but you'd have probably put it out there that I'm paying you to date me. And the audacity of this girl is that she said, I'm not expensive.
All those words have all the wrong connotations to them. It feels transactional.
Welcome to Harare.
So is this like a real thing?
Yeah. The thing is with this girl, the difference, I guess, is that she stays in SA. Right? She stays in SA, but then she visits them frequently. She was amazing to me. Don't get it wrong. She was genuinely okay with me. She was nice to me, right? She didn't bitch about with me. She didn't say, oh my God, you're so poor. No. She was like, okay, this dude looks okay, but does he have money? Remember that rule?
Yes.
Money is a personality trait. When these girls talk to each other about dudes, it's always, does he have money? And the thing is, I'm not a broke guy, right? I'm not a broke guy, but I'm not as moneyed as quote unquote the Mbingas, right? But then at the same time, I'm trying to create a life for me that I don't need somebody that would come in and say, I have X amount that I need. If you can't meet that, fuck off. Which I understood.
Yeah.
I did understand. Like, I've even got a friend of mine who says, bro, like, don't try and punch above your weight. If this girl wants this amount of money, make sure you're able to put it in. But for me, that also brings to the fore the question of, why is it that girls want to be afforded and not loved?
The whole transactional nature is problematic for me. It's new. I don't come from an environment. I wasn't raised in an environment where it's a requirement to be with someone. Be with someone because your emotions are that deeply engaged. You can't go a day without thinking about them. And then off the back of that, treat them right. If you want to get them stuff that is monetary, great, do it. But the foundation is because you can work with them as a partner.
There we go.
The moment the money transactions stop, if that's the core reason, then it's finished. What if the $5,000 runs out in the $20,000 runs out in 5 hours? What? That's it?
Yeah.
Gonna go fish for another $20,000 somewhere.
There we go. That was it. And the thing is, as a Zimbabwean, I remember seeing this tweet that said, it's really hard to date in Zim because if you're just starting out in life, you're facing people who have thousands of dollars, be it that they're stealing it or that they get it from tenders or whatever.
Yeah.
In Zim. The economy in Zim makes this type of culture so much more exasperated that like it feels as though like you won't get anywhere when you want to try and date someone. Because of that disparity between the poor and the rich, especially in Zim.
What a damn shame.
It makes it so much worse. And that's the thing. In Zim, there are guys who can afford. And trust me when I say this, and I say this as a message to all women here, please, please, at least look at how the guy looks.
Yeah.
Don't look at just his wallet.
Yeah.
He may have a Bible for a wallet, but best believe it's not going to be something where you feel the love. And that brings me to one of my rules.
Oh, one of the rules. I thought you were going to go straight
well, yeah,
to the
I was gonna go there. But like one of the rules is what you call it? No matter what, even if you're just enjoying, you know how they say in Harare, it's not about you being with your person, just enjoy your turn. That's it. Whether they are married, whether they're not.
Come on.
That's the rule. That's literally the rule. Just enjoy your turn. If you have her right now.
Don't get in the emotions. Don't get sunk too deep. Enjoy your turn and move on.
Move on. The rule there was please stay safe.
Yeah.
Guys, I think this is also another message I want to say to people. Guys, please, this neuro culture.
It's dangerous.
Mingas don't like condoms, dude. People who really, like, if I'm paying you to, like, fuck your brains out, why the hell would I waste my time with a condom? It's as simple as that. My boys troll me a lot. Like, I've gotten trolled by my boys. I love them. I love them to bits. But they know about my fear of nyoro, dry sex. For those people that don't understand what that is.
Unprotected sex.
Unprotected sex.
Yeah.
My fear is because not only will it result in an unwanted pregnancy, but because you don't know what else you can catch from somebody that's being unfaithful to you. Now, look at the situation like that I had from the first episode where I was talking about this girl playing around. What if the person that she was messing around with
had something? You would have caught onto it.
There we go.
Easily. And remember when they're that little club of theirs with the other guy, you don't know whether he's messing about with another woman in a similar way.
Essentially.
So the avenues that you can catch something just grow exponentially with each additional partner you add.
There we go. So that rule that if you want to play in these streets like that, please, this is a message to my gents and ladies who like the streets and are like in the streets and say, hey, this is what I'm in, be it temporarily or this is how you live.
Please be safe.
Just be safe. I've heard of so many horror stories where some people are now like diagnosed because they had an unfaithful partner. And this is happening a lot within marriages, which sucks even more. You know, so that one, it goes unsaid because, you know, Harare being the whole bedroom, like, I hope he named this episode Harare is a big bedroom. Because of that, a lot of people are just sleeping with each other. Like you do not know. There's this show on SABC One. I'm trying to remember it. It used to be called what was it called? Six something. Intersections.
Okay, right.
That was the name.
Very catchy name.
Yes. I don't remember where you can find it. You could probably find it on YouTube. But Intersections was this show on SABC One that used to talk about how one person would have sex with another person, and the next episode would connect that last person to the next person they have sex with. I don't remember how it ended, but I think the last person who got infected with HIV was, I think it was a schoolgirl or something like that. I think she was raped or something. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was so heartfelt. But essentially, Harare is really just like the dudes out here are sick. Girls out here are sick. Like everybody is like going through some type of thing. If you want to go out, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't, I'd advocate for it. But if the streets really call your name, please do it safe. Please do it safe. So that's the other reason. What was the other one? The money is a personality trait. Oh yes, we're gonna talk about Masi.
Before that,
the last one.
You got church mouse.
Church mouse. Ooh, church mouse. Yes. So church mouse. We'll nickname her Mousy. Let it be a 2-syllable. This is actually the girl that made me find love again.
Ooh, hello, Mousy.
Yeah. That's why the rule of if you find somebody that genuinely is into you, don't take it for granted.
Yeah, that's the third one.
Yeah. So I did all I could, and I get that it wasn't enough, right? She had a couple of her own reservations. But the nice thing about Church Mouse is that she came to me honestly and said, I don't see us progressing further beyond this because this is who you are, this is who I am, and these two will never gel.
I like people like that.
She's amazing. She's actually a very good friend of mine right now. Very good friend. Like, amazing person. She just genuinely said, okay, there's a thing about me. A friend of mine explained it to me that like you're a dual personality. You've got the one that people love, adore. You're caring, you're kind, whatever. Then there's the other side, which is like the wild party animal, whatnot. So she could not handle the latter.
Okay.
Right? Because like I said, her nickname, Church Mouse. And it's not because I was a bad person, but it was just a compatibility issue.
Yeah.
Right? And she made it very clear. And she said, beyond this, I still believe we can be friends. And when I say to this day, if I was to ever ride or die for somebody, even as a friend, it would be her.
That is powerful.
It would be her.
It really fits in with that rule that you're saying, if he or she likes you, don't take it for granted.
Don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted. And why I say this is also because of the Harare streets right now.
Yeah.
Like right now, as a man, like this is me as a dude. Like I stand corrected, but as a dude, if you do not have an economic benefit to a woman, it is likely not entirely possible, like not entirely like
certain. It's not certain.
There we go.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's not entirely certain, but it is very and
Likely.
highly likely that she'll go for the next bidder.
Mad.
That is it. And it's so sad because the economy elaborates this point even further because everybody is trying to survive.
Yeah.
And if you find somebody who's just going to give you a couple of dollars to take care of your parents, take care of you, whoever it is.
And survive.
And survive.
You're going to pay them attention.
There we go. And a lot of the cases, it's girls who probably have kids of their own. They're probably like single mothers, blah, blah, blah. So there is a desperate attempt to try and get someone to just cater for you if you decide to go down a certain route. Which sucks because I hate the fact that as a man, I'm also trying to make my my impact in this economy, in this industry, trying to be a functional adult. And there's someone else who has more advantages than me. Instead of them being responsible, they're out here destroying lives. It sucks, but that's Harare. And I know it's something that happens around the world. Hey, we've got like all these Dubai girls, and like, I've heard all the stories. Like all these some of these Insta baddies, we know that they're like sponsored by some sheikh in Dubai or whatever it is. in Zim, the thing that sucks is that the economy is so burnt down that you don't have an option. And when it gets down to it, people are willing to leave their integrity for all of this shit. I know it was not meant to be this sad. It wasn't meant to be.
In fact, it's really not sad, but it's, I don't know, man. I think it's just hurtful because for the best part, this is beyond a lot of people's control.
It is.
And
it is.
And I guess that's the really, I don't know, unsettling part about all of this.
Mm-hmm.
And Marcy, because I know you pressed for time.
Marcy, all right, I'll make this one quick.
Mm-hmm.
I actually did find love.
Again?
I did.
Wonderful.
I did. And then my logical mind kicked in. And I hate to say this. This is something I haven't actually confessed before.
Right.
And I'm doing it for the first time publicly, for everybody to hear. But it sucks that I have to say this, but it is just something that is in me as a person.
Yes.
This is why I made the decision.
Yes.
My thing that I want to be, like my number one goal in life, is to be the father I never had.
No, that's deep, man.
I wanted to be the father I never had, right? I didn't grow up with a dad. My dad was a deadbeat, right? He was, I can count the number of times I met my dad on one hand. And he lived in the same city as I did. Didn't take care of me. It was all my mom. My mom was dual parenting the shit. And in as much as I made, which I'm probably going to tell you after the episode, but I made amends of my feelings towards my dad at a later stage. So I've forgiven him for everything. But I want to be the father I never had. But if I'm going to be the father I never had, I don't want it to be by default in dating you. What I mean by that is I want to have a child by choice, not because another deadbeat is leaving me to be responsible for something he left behind.
Damn.
All right?
That's deep, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting really deep. This is supposed to be a fun part.
No, that's deep, bro.
But the thing is, I don't have a problem with raising somebody else's child. But my issue comes when the father in question is alive and well, mucking about with his own life and his own business. And then I have to step up to be I have to be the father that stepped up, you know, instead of him doing what he needs to do. The one thing I hate about men that do not take responsibility is because I'm a product of one. Right? I'm a product of a man that did not take responsibility for me growing up, and I had to rely entirely either on my mother or other men, be it my uncles or be it my friends' fathers or somebody else, to learn how to be a man. My father did not give me a single lesson. And if I was to be with somebody who has that kind of a person in their life, it would feel very wrong of me to take up something they are responsible for.
Yeah, no, I get you. Eish.
It sucks because this person actually treated me really well. Like, let me not get it twisted. Masi was amazing.
She had a child?
Yes, a daughter.
And the dad was nowhere to be found?
No. For years. And it sucked because I said, there were other reasons, of course. Like I'm genuinely like also planning to relocate and all that stuff. But the fact that I didn't like the idea of taking the responsibility of somebody else who reminded me of the very thing I do not want to be. Right?
Yeah.
It's deep, I know. It sucks, but one thing I do, like I said, it's something that I have had to hold in with me. Like it's a point of regret for me, but not to the extent that I regret making the decision. I just regret the situation in which things weren't the way I wanted. I wanted an ideal situation where we're starting off and all that stuff. And hopefully I get that very soon.
Yeah.
But what I didn't want is a situation where I have to take up the responsibility of somebody else and be okay with it when it is not my goal. I want to be a father by choice, not by default. Right? It sucks because, like I said, she was amazing to me. But the principle had to stay. It sucks. I chose principle over feeling. I know, right?
Yeah, I really don't know what to say to that.
And the rule was, if somebody's genuinely into you, don't take it for granted. If there's one thing I will not do, and if she's listening to this, I doubt she's listening, but she's not on social media. But if she's listening to this, I do not take for granted the love you gave me. I don't. But the principle had to stand. That's it.
I guess I'm pensive and reflective because I have a 4-year-old son that I love dearly and would do anything under the sun for without batting an eyelid. And to
congratulations, by the way, on being a father.
You know, it's easily the best experience of my life to date, and I pray to God that He preserves his life. And if he continues to be in my life the way that he is, I'm going to be an extremely fulfilled man. So I totally relate.
That's what I want.
To what you are saying.
That is what I
want. Homie, it is easily the...
Fatherhood should be... Father's Day is literally around the corner.
I almost just want to say, go and have a child somewhere.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing. I'm tempted to say it because I know exactly what it feels like.
There we go.
When environment obviously is right, etc., etc.
And Father's Day is around the corner, by the way. And this is weird, but I'm like doing a whole marketing campaign for it. It's fucking amazing. So yeah, like it's
but
crazy.
That's brilliant, man. Masimba, I'll just play those rules about dating in Harare. The first one is money is a personality trait. We saw it in the Minister of Transport issue, saga.
And yellow beige.
Yes. And then if she genuinely likes you, don't take it for granted. And, that is really powerful.
That's Mercy and
there's a lot of people we take for granted.
Yeah, Church Mercy.
And half the time in hindsight, when you think about what you could have, realizing what you're in, it just cuts that much more. So if you're taking someone for granted and you're listening to this episode, please, please, please do the right thing. Because half the time you can never fix it.
There we go.
And then last but not least, if he or she is not yours and you're enjoying your turn, please be safe, right? Guys, compromise, right? Just do it, right? You save yourself.
No brainer.
You save those that are next to you. And if you do produce a child out of it and there's no, I know now they can really cut out the mother to child transmission of HIV, et cetera, et cetera. But you can avoid it, just avoid it. Okay? Just be safe. Full stop.
And if it comes through, love the child, of course.
Yeah.
Like as fathers, like I see a lot of guys who don't take care of the kids, and it reminds me of what happened to me. So my issue, like by the way, my issue is not that I have a problem with dating a girl who has a baby daddy.
I think that's important to highlight.
Yeah, it's not about her having a kid. Like I broke my virginity with somebody who had a kid, right? My issue...
Naughty boy.
Dirty boy. Dirty boy. Can't believe it. How the hell did I switch to Jamaica? Anyway, so essentially it's not about me dating somebody that has a father to their child that's present. It's because the father isn't. And the reason you're dating me is because you can see that I want to be a father. You know that I can be a father. And you use that as an advantage to try and lure me further into the relationship than I ever wanted to.
So you want to do it for the right reason.
I want to do it for the right reason. I like Russell, what's his name? Russell, Sierra's Sierra's current husband.
I don't have a clue what his name is. I know
Russell
nothing
Wilson?
I don't know.
Okay, Sierra dated Future, right?
Okay.
The deadbeat of the century.
Wow.
Well, I mean, he pays child support, but whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But Future, like Russell took after Future, but only because Future also managed his responsibilities. I hope, you know, I hope. What I don't want is a situation where I'm taking after yours. It's a disrespect to me as a man to take after your responsibilities.
Yeah.
You know, as a man, I can't do that because that's now it's a self-deprivation. Like it's, to me as a man, I'm like, nah, you're a whole grown ass man. You have a kid. Do something. Like if it's me doing something for your kid, I will. But only at my pace. It can't be the prerequisite to why I'm dating your baby mom. Yeah, essentially. That's it.
Hey, thanks for that, bro. Honestly, I really appreciate the time that you took out. And I know you guys don't know, but we had a complication. Zesa decided to do its thing.
Zimbabwe.
We walked into a shop, thought we could buy batteries. We saw the price and we were like, Lord of mercy, let's get out that ear.
Zimbabwe.
But thanks so much for coming through. And you guys have been listening to a bonus episode of The Feeling Station. I'm your host, Tinto, and I'll catch you in next weekend's episode. Peace.
Ow. Tell me what you're feeling.
Satis on Daro Raini and Chagis.
Tell me what you're feeling. Now that it's over.
Satis on Daro Raini and Chagis.
Let me talk about my feelings. Let me talk about my feelings, yeah.
Urudoi motoru noto kujidziro amai.
Kujidziro amai. Love is a fire.
Urudoi motoru noto kujidziro amai.